every action has an equal and opposite reaction. As the law of the land suggests, every action has its own consequences.
Consequences? What do you mean?
You see, it is very hurtful to take all the blames and curses. We are just part of the food chain as everyone else on the planet is.
Now, stop darting riddles. Why are you talking about actions, consequences, and curses?
Hey, Madam Bacterio, don't you see why the entire world is blaming me?
Of course I know, Sir Corbin. You have got the entire world in your grip. You're so powerful at how quickly you're changing your ways and tricks.
Madam Bacterio, but before they accuse someone to be responsible for the situation, why don't they question themselves for the spillover of pathogens that is taking form of a pandemic?
What do you mean by a spillover?
You have asked me the right question on the right occasion, dear friend. Spillover infection, also known as pathogen spillover or spillover event, occurs when a reservoir population with a high pathogen occurrence comes into contact with a novel host population. Zoonotic spillover has increased in the last 50 years, mainly due to the environmental impact of agriculture that promotes deforestation, changing wildlife habitat, and the impacts of increased land use. The world has identified the impact of zoonotic diseases. Well, zoonoses are the diseases that are spread from animals to humans. Interestingly, the group of coronaviruses are classic examples of which cause zoonotic diseases.
Yes, I know. Even you belong to that family, isn't it?
Yes, I am. Several known viruses are still circulating in animals that have not yet infected humans. Though I belong to this family, human scientists have identified me as the novel coronavirus but cannot be classified directly as a zoonotic disease. They think that I must be an emerging infection disease of probable animal origin due to a spillover event.
Hi friends, I heard you saying zoonosis. Do you know the World Health Organization has classified me under zoonosis as I am transmitted directly from the bite of an infected dog to humans like the rabies disease I cause. There are many diseases that can be spread to humans from wild animals, domestic animals, or animals used for farming, or those who are in captivity.
Yes, I know. Even I spread in a similar manner. Recently in Bangladesh, I spread like a wildfire among the population. When I was spread through raw date palm sap, contaminated by bats which was consumed by humans, and also through infection of domestic animals, I also became known as the pathogen for zoonosis.
Humans have an interesting ironic existence. They are fond of experimenting and exploring. In the course of evolution, they seem to be ranked as the smartest beings on the planet, but they are paying a price for their actions. Of late, they realize that they are the whole and sole reason for pollution, disturbance in the environment, and of course, spread of diseases too.
Now it has cleared my confusion. Every one of us are acting as the situation arises because it's every living being's nature to struggle for its existence.
I am trying my best to stage my domination in the world. But as you have rightly pointed, the human race is smart. They are quickly realizing the perils that they have created, not only for the zoonotic diseases, but also for a typical one like COVID-19 too. They have found ways to combat.
Combat? But how can they escape you?
They can, Madam Bacterio. Extensive studies and research of human has been successful to create a vaccine to beat me. Not only that, they protect themselves by adopting habits of screening themselves by using the masks, sanitizers, and ways of building strong immune system of the body.
Yes, I agree with you. They are very clever. Even though we are trying our best to compete and thrive in them, they have developed strong antibiotics to rule out our race.
My presence has obviously made them realize not to disturb the environment and take things for granted, as I said in the beginning.